Howdy, this is Marissa from Marissa Moments. So the download is this: stop it before it starts. So the thing of it is, you have intrusive thoughts, right? We all do. You have thoughts that are also based off of former programming that tell you the worst things about yourself. And you believe them because you've been trained to believe them. However, you've been healing. So you're starting to chip away all of the lies behind those programs. And you're starting to recognize your truth, your divinity, your royalty, right? However, those thoughts keep trying to sneak back in there. And what I have been instructed to remind you is to call them liars. Push them away. So not as much as to say you don't acknowledge the fact that you're still having these thoughts. Like, you have to acknowledge what you're thinking, what's going on in your mind, but at the same time, remind yourself that this is not your truth. It was never your truth. It was something that was projected onto you, and it was repeated so much and so often in so many different ways by various different people, so much that you began to believe these lies. And so then they became lies that you started to tell yourself. Essentially, it's a Stockholm syndrome. You made home and you made peace with your captives because you didn't know anything else. Well, now you do know something else. You do know better. You have been healing. You have been doing the work, and you've been working so hard. So why allow yourself to backslide? Now, mind you, backslides do happen, and you do not need to beat yourself over it. But at the same time, when you're aware and when you're mindful, then you know to stop it in its tracks and say, no, this is not my reality. This is a reality, a false reality that was projected onto me, and I will no longer accept it, nor will I have any further dealings with exacerbating it. I will no longer allow it to grow and fester within me. I release it. That was my past. This is my present, and this is my future. And now that I know better, I intend to do better. So when you remind yourself of these things constantly, that becomes your new truth. And you can move forward with it with healing and with love and light and divinity.